first met Louise, she was absolutely lovely, delightful, and but I was nervous, and but she said to me, "There's nothing to worry about." She said, "I'm just going to ask you a few questions," and she sat about asking me a few questions, and asked me why I felt that I needed the help from making connections. And I said to her, well, for the last 2.5 years it was then, I said, I haven't been driving. I said, because I'm too much of a scaredy cat to drive with hand control. So she said to me, well, why are you not driving? Why don't you have some lessons or something? And I said, and she said, well, if you do that, you know, that should help. And then she listened and she asked me about my hobbies and everything. And I told her I used to love dancing. I said, and I used to absolutely love horse riding. Horse riding's always been a thing for me, but since the MS has got worse, I've only been once. I think been once, horse riding once in the last 10 years. But then she took all this information and she sort of worked on it for me, and came back a week or two later, and she said that she said to me, "How do you feel about horse and carriage driving?" I went, "Oh, I've never tried that." She said, "Well, it's pony and trap actually." She said, "But there's a RDA in Ascot and Windsor." She said, "I wondered if you'd like to come over with me one day next week and meet the ponies, with the view to joining the group." And so that happened. So she took me over to meet the ponies and the people who run the RDA over there. And I have now started driving. Yeah, but I'm waiting to hear somebody about starting up ballroom dancing, wheelchair ballroom dancing lessons. And now that I can't walk at all. I mean, just getting in and out of the wheelchair and into this or into the car is a struggle. Dancing, I can't even sort of dance with my husband anymore. It's horrible. But when Louise said about this wheelchair dancing, it's brilliant. Sounds just fantastic. I also then got in touch with a local chap who does familiarisation lessons with the car. He's got a fully adapted car. And I had some lessons with him. Luckily I applied to Motability and they paid for, I think it was, they pay up for up to 6 lessons. So I took advantage of that as well. And then I ordered my car, and I've now got my car, which is fully hand controls, and the wheelchair's got its own loading system. It goes in the top box on the top of the car, and that's all hand controlled, and it's like a hydraulic lift, and it lifts up and puts the wheelchair in the top box. So it's given me back my independence, which I think was really lacking, and I was very, very depressed. Yeah, so I'm now getting about all over the place. I go to Guildford, to the MS Sampson Centre in Guildford, and I've been trying different things out over there, which has all helping. And yeah, I can honestly say that, you know, making connections really, really has made such a difference. Go for it, give it a try. It's brilliant. It's made so much difference to my life. For the 3 years that I wasn't driving because of my disability, I just felt like I was nothing. I felt like I was just sitting, waiting. I did actually say to one friend, "I'm sitting in God's waiting room," and I said, I thought to myself, that's not a good place to be. But thanks to making connections, I'm not there anymore. So if they can help you, they will. She's been my other saving grace, really. She's sort of kept me going. And only up until recently, I used to walk her, and she was really good because I had an electric wheelchair before I changed for a car to get the car. Yeah, she's a lovely girl. She's my best friend. She's been my saviour. Yeah, no, life is hunky-dory now, really.